Hello, Tansei Bonjour, and good morning, everybody. I'm Dallas Arcand. I'd like to welcome you to Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. This is my daily free class in which we engage in activities such as powwow dancing to enhance our exercise routine or to use it as a good exercise routine to learn and to experience powwow dance, as well as, if you are a powwow dancer, to condition yourself into being a better powwow dancer or to maintain what you do have. And I got 5 easy steps to follow, which is a really simple program. Once you learn it and engage in it and eventually adapt to that program, you can take that program and modify it any way you want that is suitable to your needs and your fitness level. And this is for everybody. It's not just for Indigenous people, it's for non-Indigenous people as well, for us to connect in such a way, which is the theme right now in Canada and USA and North America, which is reconciliation. Reconciliation is a really important event and milestone in our history as Indigenous people, because traditionally we were discriminated against. I know with my colored eyes, I don't look full Indigenous, but I am indeed from the Alexander First Nation. I have my full status card. I was born this way, so I know I don't look Indigenous at times. Some people might mistake me for not being Indigenous, but if you know my family and where I come from and my history, it's all part of it. It's all part of our history and our plan as Indigenous people as we evolve into this century and into these new future years and decades as we bring our culture forward. And I'm a big advocate of that, and I've been dancing for almost my whole life, and I'm the best hoop dancer there is in Canada because I won 3 world championships to prove that, and I'm the last world champion in Canada that has won the title for world championship hoop dance contest. So anyways, I'm just here today to share some exercise tips with you. So let's get started. First of all, we're going to do part 1, which is the warm-up. And then we're gonna do the stretch, and then we're gonna do some strength training activities. And then after that, we're gonna do some more conditioning, some peak performance. And then the last part, which is the cool down. So that's the easy 5-step plan that we have to follow. So if you guys are ready, let's do this. Or as they say in Indian country, let's do this. Or skoden, yeah. So if you guys remember that meme, it's kind of a funny meme. It's kind of a sad but true meme. There's this drunk guy, and he's like ready to fight. And I think a lot of people relate to that, because when natives get a little bevies in them, a little too much suds in the belly, then they get a little brave. And it's kind of funny because that's just the way our people are. We like to laugh and make a little joke about it. So anyways, let's get started, and enough procrastination, and let's get to the destination where we want to be. Okay, I gotta turn it up. Okay, so first song, we're just gonna start off with some light, low impact moves. So a nice easy 1-2 step, and we're going to simply just warm up and get our heart rate up. So that's the first part of this exercise program. So follow along as best as you can with a nice right, left, 1-2 step. And I got some little weights here with me just to get that little bit of extra movement. And this is a total body workout, and where you're working out all your muscles in your body simply by dancing. And remember, powwow dancing is healing. And all the powwow dancers out there, that's really what the philosophy is behind powwow dancing. It's storytelling, it's a healing dance. It's a healing dance not only for the dancer, but also for the audience. It's also for the families that come to powwow, and all the drum groups and all the people that participate in the powwow. So If you're non-Indigenous and you're curious about going to a powwow, you're welcome. You're always welcome because it's for everybody, and we often invite a lot of different nations to our celebrations. All right, so good morning, everybody. So we're just doing the first warm-up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. All right, that was a quick song. So that was the first song. So that's just how simple it is, how quick it is to just get your warm-up started. You don't need a fancy gym or treadmill. You can do this at home. So I'm in just a quiet little corner space of my place here right now. This is my space. It's not very big. It's only 10 by 10 square feet. And any one of you can do this at your home as well. You don't need to go to the gym. But if you choose to, this will give you the confidence to go to the gym and the confidence to just keep going on your exercise and fitness journey. Okay, so now I'm starting to get a little bit more spring in my step. So let's step it up a notch. Just like if you're on the treadmill, you press the button to increase the, what do you call that, the angle or the speed. So now let's do that with a little bit more spring in our step. So the easy 1-2 step, let's put a little bit of a bounce to it like this now. And that takes a lot more energy to dance around like that. And again, we're just swinging to the beat. We're not doing anything fancy. Nice and plain, easy steps. Some of the best dancers in powwow have some of the most simplest steps. Just remember that some of the best champion dancers out there, they're not champions because they do complicated stuff. They're champions because they're consistent and they keep the beat and they keep it simple. That's all there is to it. So let's do some little kicks now with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So now let's try another couple of other simple steps. So this one is just a nice little bounce like this. So this one you're exercising your knees and at the same time you're gonna lift up like this. This is a simple indigenous dance in many different tribes. It's the same kind of movement. So all you're doing is just hopping on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I feel the burn on that already. So, all right, good morning. What tribe am I from? Okay, time for questions. Okay, so that was the warm-up. So simple, 2 easy steps to do, and that's all there is to it. So I'm already starting to sweat. So that's how you know you got a good warm-up. Your heart rate's going, you're starting to sweat. It's really good. So somebody asked me, what tribe do I come from? I come from the area in Canada known as Treaty 6. Treaty 6 is a collective of different tribes and bands. Crees, the tribe that I come from, the Cree people, which I guess I can't just say I'm just Cree because it's evident that I'm a mixed breed. So I guess I'd be a half breed. And, but I never knew my white side. I only knew my indigenous side. I struggled with that my whole life. growing up as an Indigenous person, immersed in the Indigenous community, on the reservation, in the poor neighborhoods of Edmonton and beyond. So I've learned to adapt and accept myself. But anyways, if you're wondering what tribe, it's Cree, but Crees are not really one big tribe. They're one nation with bands. They have bands of people all around. So the average Cree band or reserve has about 2,500 people registered to the nation. So I think our reserve has about 2,700 people in Alexander that are registered under the Indian Act, which that's how it works in Canada, right? Where if you're an Indigenous person and you have Indigenous roots, you know, you're born into it. You're born into the Indian Act. So as soon as you're born, you get registered to the Indian Act, and then it gives you those rights that you belong to that reserve. That's part of your land. That's part of your people, your community. So that's how it really works here in Canada now. In the States, it's a little bit different. They have the Bureau of Indian Affairs, not Indigenous Affairs, because they're still, in the States, they still call Indigenous people Indians. So it just kind of works that way, and it's kind of weird that way. Like even here in Canada, we still have an Indian status card, even though we're not from India. And Indigenous, we've now coined the term Indigenous. Before it was called Aboriginal, but that was not acceptable. But we still accept First Nations. So I just thought I would share that with you. So you're asking me about my educational background. Well, I did go to college at Mount Royal College. And then I have a whole collective of world knowledge because I've traveled. I've sat in those circles, those sharing circles. I participated in many of the different ceremonies that are in reserve. I listened to the elders. When I heard the elders speak, they spoke of these things, and they basically told me to continue on with my journey and get my education. So I did go to school at Mount Royal College. A lot of our culture has been integrated. Sorry, I'm just going to stretch. So you guys that are with this workout program, while I talk, I'm going to stretch. So you guys know the routine. If not, just follow along as best you can. So anyways, my educational background comes from an array of experiences that I've collected over the years and experienced, not only from reading, but also from having good mentors, also from having good elders come into my life at different times. And now I'm getting to that age where I myself may become an elder someday. I'm pretty well on the road to being that. I'm not gonna self-proclaim myself as being an elder, but I am a mushum now. So basically mushum in our language means grandfather. So I'm a grandfather. I have a grandchild now. My grandson is 1 year old, and I am very happy and honored to be his grandpa, his mushum. And you know, I love my little grandson, and I'm going to do everything to provide for him, even though it's not my responsibility. You know, it is in a way, but it isn't. You know, it's my son's responsibility for his son. So anyways, I just thought I would share those things with you. So thanks for asking the questions that you've been asking, because I'm always glad to engage with you guys, because you guys are important to me as I may be important to you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this morning with this morning's class. So anyways, I'm going to finish doing the stretching now. So this program that I do, Pow-wow Dance Aerobics, though, I always approach it with the 4 teachings that come from our culture, which comes from the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel has 4 parts, just like a compass. It has 4 directions, right? So the medicine wheel also has 4 colors that represents for the 4 colors in humanity and also of the earth. So those 4 colors are the white, yellow, blue, and red. So for Cree people, we don't use black. So for other tribes, they use black instead of blue. So I just thought I'd let you know that. But the medicine wheel teachings teaches us to be mindful of our physical part, and to exercise and to feed that part and to nurture that part. And then also it represents for the emotional part, which is, you know, like keep your emotions in tune with yourself and with your environment and everything around you. And then the other part is the mental part. So your mind is a powerful thing. The mind can do amazing things. Like you can go to the moon with your mind. You can go beyond the stars with your mind. And our people have always known that and practiced that. So the other part is the physical part. So that's the last, I wouldn't say least important part, but the most important part about medicine wheel teachings is to balance all four of those things. So if you can balance all four of those things, that medicine wheel is like a compass to guide you and to keep you balanced. That's really what it represents, the medicine wheel, and that's what the medicine wheel teachings are all about. So that's why I use that approach here on this class, because we're tuned into the music, we're emotionally invested into the music with our spiritual energy. So that's the other part of the medicine wheel as well that I forgot to talk about. So again, the emotional, the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. So those are the four parts of the medicine wheel explained to you guys. So I got a little sidetracked here. I'm gonna finish the stretching, which is part 2 of this exercise program. Really easy to follow. And if you do this every day, you're gonna notice a big difference in your lifestyle, in your quality of life. If you have things, health problems that you're struggling with, it's going to improve your health. It's going to help you get healthy again. And ask any doctor in the world, they'll tell you, you need to exercise. Do I need to exercise? Yes, we all need exercise because it's part of our body. It's what keeps us healthy. Just like we need food, right? It's like we need water. Our body needs exercise. And that's where we get that great fulfillment that comes from doing that, because it's called self-love and self-care. So anyways, I'm gonna keep on stretching here. Ooh, nice. So when you're stretching and if you hear a little crack, don't be alarmed. You're not breaking your back. You're basically relieving some of the tension that might be built up in your joints. And that's an important part of exercising. That's why we do it. So anyways, I'm going to do some extra, stretch out my ankles here. This is really important too, because every part of your body needs that attention. Like subconsciously, your body is already doing that. Like when you sleep, it's going through a healing process. But you could also enhance that by doing that consciously on a conscious level. So on a conscious level, you're investing that into yourself. Just like something simple as making your bed in the morning, you know, before you start your day. That's considered, you know, that's why they teach you that in the army. Like if you go to the army, you gotta make your bed, the drill sergeant will say, right? And that's because it's a continuous momentum effect that happens by doing that. So when you accomplish that, your whole day begins to be hurdles and accomplishments that you can do on a regular basis. And that's really what the basis of doing these things, you know, because inaction breeds fear, but taking action brings courage and confidence. So that's something I learned from my mentor, or a lot of my mentors, not just one mentor. And then even the word fear is an acronym. You can break it down into an acronym. You guys all know what fear is, right? Everybody's got a fear. There's a show about it, Fear Factor, right? But if you break down the word into an acronym, basically fear is false evidence appearing real. That's all fear is, if you break it down to that acronym. And then in addictions, I've heard addiction counselors in the past say that fear is another way of saying, it's another acronym for forget everything and run. So when you face your problems in life, you face your fears. But when you do healthy habits, when you change your habits, like something simple as getting up in the morning and exercising, it transposes into your daily routine, no problem. Easy stuff. So anyways, I was just finishing my stretches here and sharing some reflections this morning since it's throwback Thursday. I always like to share old memories and stuff. Like today, I shared one of my songs that I released earlier this year. That was my throwback for today. So if you guys have a chance, check out the song. Also, like the page, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. That definitely helps me as a content provider to continue to make good content for you guys. And that's what my goal and mission will still be, years to come. So anyways, we're going to do some strength training exercises now. So now I want to bring up the 25 push-up challenge. So now earlier this week, we did a few other strength training activities. So now I want to do the 25 push-up challenge with you guys. And you could also nominate your friends and family that you want to think about. You want to send them a gift, send them the 25 push-up challenge, because that's the greatest gift you can give anybody other than a material gift. You can give them that gift of care, and like, I care about you enough that I want you to exercise with me so we can be healthy together. That's an awesome gift you can give anybody in life, really, because we all need it. We all need to exercise. We all need to be loved, and you must love yourself first before you expect others to love you. That's all. That's the story I tell myself, and that's the story that I tell everybody around me. Gotta love yourself first, and everybody else will love you too. That's all there is to it. So I love me. All right. So it's even hard to say that. It's kind of awkward, but it does something to your mental state if you say that. So anyways, let's get down to it, to the 25 push-up challenge. You guys are ready? Let's get down to the floor, and you can do this however you like, at your own comfort level. You could even break it down into 5 sets of 5, and it's still 25. Either way, as long as you're doing it, it's going to benefit you in a lot of ways. So here we go, and 3, 2, 1. Let's do 25 push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. There we go. One more for good luck. 26. All right, so that's all there is to it. 25 push-up challenge. Hashtag that with your friends, your family, your relatives, whoever you think about that that can benefit from it. Because we all need exercise. So I want to do one more exercise, and this one's fairly easy. This one's crunches. So basically, you don't have to do full sit-ups. You just do crunches. You just hug yourself, love yourself, and keep your knees slightly bent, because you're going to use that, right? So just slightly curl your body up like that. Let's do 25 of these. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, awesome. So there we go, 25 of push-ups and 25 sit-ups. So you do that every day, you're gonna notice a big difference. Yeah, and I mean every day, because we consume calories every day, right, for our diet. So if we can counter that and get stronger and healthier and leaner by simply just changing a few things, by incorporating a simple exercise routine that I've designed here, and it only takes 20 to 30 minutes. Like, it takes me longer because I talk a lot, and I say a lot of things in that little amount of time, and I just like to do that and explain things and share things and why I do things, and also share some storytelling. So, good morning to you guys. All right, so now we're gonna get back into the dancing, which we're gonna incorporate a couple more moves. So That's all dancing is just coordinated movements that you do while you're keeping rhythm and time to the beat. That's all any kind of dancing is. So whether you're doing ballroom dancing or any kind of dance, like I used to be a break dancer. I've done the jig. It's a Métis dance known as the Red River Jig. Those are just coordinated movements in time and rhythm to the beat. So that's all we're doing here. So I'm gonna do a couple more. Okay. Okay, so back to that basic step. So good morning to you guys. Okay, so now I want to incorporate a couple of different moves into this. So we're gonna do right side, left side. Just, these are conditioning exercises that we do to stay in shape as powwow dancers. So the first move we're gonna do is, first of all, you gotta keep time to the beat. So from here, we're just gonna go forward, side, back, side, forward, side, and then back. That's all. That's all the movement, and we're gonna do 8 counts. Okay, so I'm trying to catch that rhythm now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I want to try some little toe taps with you. So that means you're gonna have to balance on one side. So basically heel, toe, like that. Okay, so ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2. There we go. Simple as that. All right, so now I'd like to do one more quick dance and a couple more moves, and then we'll do a cool down. So this is part 4. So the next move I want to show you is basically some crossovers, and they're fairly simple. Basically you just go like this, right leg over left, and then shoulder width, and then left leg over right. Okay, let's try that for real this time. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and good. All right, so that was one move. So now I'm going to focus on the hamstrings and do some arm curls while we're dancing. So the thing is about powwow dancing, it's very multitasking orientated, because you have to dance and to be able to move all and control all parts of your body throughout the entire dance and keep time and keep rhythm. So that's why we're doing these exercises, to also practice that as well. So the next exercise we're gonna do is I call it kicking your own butt exercise, to exercise and engage those hamstring muscles like that, okay? And we're gonna curl at the same time. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left foot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left foot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Well, thank you. Okay. So now we're just gonna do a cool down. We'll do a nice simple march here with the cool down. Going to just allow the body to cool down now, because we built ourselves up. Now we're gonna come back down. Because if you just stop and your heart rate's still going, then you don't allow yourself to cool down properly. So that's why I call it the 5-step easy program to follow. Always start off with the warm-up, which is number 1, and then stretching, which is really important because you're oxidizing your muscles, your blood vessels, everything. And then part 3, which is the strength training. So that's what we did. We did some push-ups, we did some sit-ups, some crunches to engage those core muscles. And then we did 2 structured songs, which I call peak performance. That's where we had heavier weights, and we did a little bit more complex dancing with some coordinated movements. And now we're in the last part of the program, which is the cool down, which is real easy. Look at, I'm just marching like this. So I'm still moving my body and engaging all my muscles. And at the same time I'm talking. Could probably chew bubble gum at the same time. But you know, it's really important though to have a routine that you can follow, and once you learn it, then it becomes easy to do every time you do it. So that's all there is to it though. It's like the acronym KISS. Keep it super simple. And that's all there is to it. Okay, we got one more start to go here. This is called a crow hop song. I don't know why they call it a crow hop song. Maybe it comes from the Crow tribe in the United States, because the Crow agency is right by the American, well, it's closer to Canada anyway. So they do have Crow Fair every year. It's a big, huge powwow. And it's an awesome powwow. I want to go to it someday. I've never been to it. I've been to a lot of states powwows, but not that one. So maybe someday I'll go. All right, so that's it. That's it, that's all. And definitely, you guys have asked me, can I share this video with others? Yes, you can, because it is shareable, and you have my blessing and full permission to share this far and wide, because this is for everybody. So I want to share this message with everybody as much as I can. And really, it's a free class that I do anyway. I've been doing this for years for myself, for my own health and my own conditioning, to train to be a world champion hoop dancer, to commit to my full-time occupation, which is an artist, in which I do this full-time on a regular basis. And yes, I am educated. I did go the route of education. I went and got my diplomas, and I was going for my degree, but I figured, you know what? Why don't I go for my PhD in hoop dancing? So I am a master in hoop dancing. I am the best at hoop dancing. I have proven that I'm a world champion, and I've done that. And I try not to brag about it, but at the same time, I have to just tell you about it, that's my background, and I am an educated native. I am educated in a lot of different ways, from life experience to schooling, from academic endeavors, and I'm always trying my best to teach myself new things and share these new things with as many people as possible. So thanks again for joining me in this this Pow-wow Dance Aerobics program. This is a daily class I do every day, and even if you missed the live, you can do it later on. But I definitely recommend doing this in the mornings because it's a great way to start your day, because you give so much of yourself to the world, but what do you give to yourself? So exercise is the best thing that you can give to yourself. Any investment that you invest in yourself is good for your health, like your mentality, like read a book or something, or read something that engages you, that interests you, that educates you. So those kind of things are really good for the soul. They're really good for the confidence. They're really good for as building blocks to build yourself up and be who you want to be and do the things you want to do. So that's all my message is here with Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. Sure, it's just an exercise program class, but remember, I teach from the 4 teachings of the medicine wheel, which is the emotional part, the physical part, the mental part, and the spiritual part. So powwow dancing is like exercise for the soul, if that makes any sense, because you're connecting to that. And what time do I start my live classes? Well, 7:30 Alberta time. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. So typically I want to start around 7:30. Sometimes I was trying 8 o'clock, but that wasn't working for me as much because I like to start my day sooner. I get up early. I get up at like 4:30 in the morning. Not because I have a job that I got to drag myself to get there. No, because I've studied, and statistics show that some of the most successful people in the world get up at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. And the reason for that is because I like to get up and prepare and indulge my mind and feed my mind good things. So I've been studying a lot of different life coaches, a lot of different things, a lot of different and emotionally compelling things that inspire me. So I look for inspiration, and I'm working on my personal development, always trying to improve, always trying to learn new things. So that's really why I get up so early, and it's just part of my morning ritual that I like to get up and just wake up and be the first one up and be the first one to it, and just keep on going with that momentum all day. So thanks again for joining me for Pow-wow Dance Aerobics. And so in the meantime and in between time, you guys keep fit, have fun, have a beautiful day wherever you're at, and we'll catch you again soon. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, and slightly different, but same easy to follow process, 5-step process. Real easy to follow, and it's the best thing you can do for yourself anytime, anywhere. So thanks again for joining me, and until next time, peace out.